Okay, thank you and welcome. And we're happy that you're joining us to this evening. We're here to launch the beginning of the 2013 track and field season. And we're really excited with our first competition coming up just this weekend on Saturday because this is going to be a very, very exciting year for track and field in the Bahamas. This year alone, we have over 25 meets, which the B3As will have direct involvement in. These meets will be club meets, school meets, championship meets, of course, the Carifta trials and the Carifta games that will be held here. And we also have international, what we would call an international meet, because we will have a host of international athletes coming to the Chris Brown Invitational. And so we have a lineup of very, very exciting competition this year. And our first competition will be this weekend at the new Thomas A. Robinson Stadium, which will be the first meet that is held here locally at that stadium. And so we're very, very excited to be over there this weekend. Um, this meet really is the launch of the track season for so many of our athletes, from the juniors to the seniors that are still home from for the Christmas break. They will be competing this weekend, and so it's always an exciting start of the season for us. It's really a preparation meet for coaches and athletes, a measure and stick, we would say, so that they can see how their preparation has been and seeing how their season will start off. And so this is an exciting time for coaches, athletes, and clubs. It is the odd distance, the B3A's odd distance meet. It's this Saturday, the 5th. It's at the Thomas A. Robinson New Stadium. We have events from the 75 meters, the 150, the 250, the 350, the 500 meters, the 600 meters, the 1,000 meters. We'll have the short put, the discus, the javelin, the high jump, the long jump, and the triple jump. And so those are some of the events that will be contested from the under 7 age categories to the open in both male and female divisions. And this meet is it's going to be general admission of $5, and for children under 3, it's $3. It's 83 days out from our Carifta competition, and so we're really excited. The clock is already ticking, and the kids are using this as a preparation meet for Carifta, and we're just inviting everyone to come out, start the journey with us now to Carifta, because these young persons that you'll see on the track are the same persons that will be representing this country. And the stadium holds about 15,000 people. We will not run out of seats. So we're encouraging everyone to come out, be a part, and support our Carifta hopefuls and our future Olympians, and also our collegiate athletes that you don't normally get to see during the year. They're still home. They'll be leaving soon, so come out and support. Um, and we'll just be happy to see each and every person that comes out and be a part. Right now, we'll ask the president, Mr. Mike Sands, to give us a few words.
Yes, the B3As, the executive and the council members of the B3As is very, very exciting. Looking forward to the start and the entire 2013 season that starts on Saturday, as the Director of Public Relations noted. And we've started officially our countdown to Carifta. Beginning on Saturday, we'll probably have about an 83, 85-day countdown to Carifta. The coaches will use this particular event, and it's called odd distance simply because we don't run the traditional distances. You've heard her refer to the 75 and the odd distances. The throws and the jumps will be from a minimal approach, including the high jump and the long and triple jump from minimal approach. And so it sort of imitates to an extent indoors, but more importantly, it is a time that the coaches and the athletes measure their progress and where they are. It's almost like a fun meet because you'll also see athletes running in distances that they would not ordinarily run in. Whether an athlete that's a 400-meter runner may run in the 300 or the 500 or the 600. There are over 400 plus athletes that have registered, which is a very, very encouraging sign. And I can tell you the fact that we will be hosting Carifta, we're looking forward to the participation of many athletes as the season grows. We are making the event as affordable as necessary and as possible. The adults is $5, and the children, 5 years old to 12 years old, will be $3, and the toddlers are free. So we also want to make it a family event. And, you know, we love new things, and we are hoping and expecting and anticipating, because we are working very closely with the Sports Authority. And so we are very, very excited to be able to host the first official track meet in the new Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. So all of those persons in the sound of our voices, we ask you to come out and join us and let us enjoy the new facility, and also for our young athletes to get used to the home field advantage, so that when they go in there for Carifta, there will not be a culture shock to be in a 15,000 seat stadium. And so we're looking forward to utilizing the facilities with the best practices possible. And our focus now will be on Carifta 2013, which will be March 29th to the 31st. But the road to Carifta starts on Saturday at 3 p.m. at the new Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. And as they like to say, you know, don't meet me there, beat us there. And we look forward to welcoming the entire Nassau and the Bahamas to this season of support, where we will play host to Carifta 2013 right here in Nassau. But the road starts on Saturday. Join us. We have not, I cannot speak specifically to that in terms of the registration, but we've normally had athletes from the Family Islands, bearing in mind too that schools are still closed for some, that we would anticipate that there are a few athletes from the Family Islands and certainly Grand Bahama that we hope would be here. Well, we are satisfied. I mean, at this stage, because the odd distances are not qualifying events, the status of the track is not as significant. And let me just say, the certification of the track for Carifta, as I understand it, right, is a minimal amount of remedial work that is required to bring it up to certification. And we've been given the assurance by the Ministry of Sports and the National Sports Authority that the event will, the track will be certified. And so my charge to the executives and the coaches and the LOC is to let us not focus on the certification of the track. Our responsibility is first and foremost the coaches and the athletes to get themselves ready for the event, and secondly for the organizing committee and through the support of the executives and the whole entire country to put on a track meet. The issue of certification is in hand, and we are satisfied that by the end of this month that the certification will take place. You'd also note behind us that the old track is being repaired for the purpose, obviously, to bring it back up to standard for the proper training purposes, and also that will serve as the official warm-up track for the Carifta Games as well. So we have been fortunate to work in the spirit of cooperation with the Sports Authority, that they're now permitting us the use of that track, so the coaches and the athletes' schedule is not broken because the a lack of facilities. So we're very, very pleased and thankful to the Ministry of Sports and the National Sports Authority. Yes, over 400 so far. It's over 400. You know, this is Carifta year, and I'm reasonably comfortable to say that it is higher than last year. And I think that you will see on all the meets, because all meets other than this meet will serve as a qualifier for the Carifta Games, and athletes obviously will be making their best efforts to qualify as early as possible. And so I believe that you'll find full participation on all of our meets going forward. Well, unfortunately, the extent to which we want to have it take off did not take off to that extent, but I'm in communication with Mr. Parker, and we will make some adjustments to that talent search. So as it is announced, talent search will take a different form, and we'll be discussing that with the executives in very short order, and then we'll make an announcement for it. But the intent is still to identify, but not to the extent that we had anticipated initially. But that talent search, if you will, right, for the lack of a better word, will still be ongoing, and to ensure that no one is left behind, with the intent to be able to represent us at the Carifta Games.